5 of Australia's most promising young athletes are set to benefit from a wealth of experience from our nation's very best as they take part in the Sport Australia Hall of Fame Scholarship and Mentoring Program. The Sport Australia Hall of Fame is not just about recognising those that are established in Australian sport, it's also about supporting those that aspire to be the greats in sport. John Bertrand spoke a little earlier wonderfully about sport, the legacy, and this is certainly one of the Sport Australia Hall of Fame's greatest legacies. Since being established in 2006, the program has awarded close to $400,000 in $5,000 sporting grants to 78 young athletes across 36 sports. It personally connects the next wave of talented sports people with our members of the Hall of Fame as their personal mentors, giving these athletes a turbo boost into the real world of high performance. And it's got a little twist because in a deliberate approach, our scholarship holders are matched with mentors from sports different to their own, offering an alternative perspective in their development. With past mentors such as Catherine Freeman, Adam Gilchrist, Dawn Fraser, Lane Beachley, I'm just name dropping now, Mick Doohan, Nick Farr-Jones, just to name a few, it's no surprise that our success rate has been just so phenomenal. World-beating graduates have included Dylan Alcott, I think he's in the house tonight, Dylan Alcott, Caroline Buchanan, Paddy Mills and Jess Shipper, to name just a few. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this program really does work. So please welcome to the stage the chair of the Scholarship and Mentor Program, a 3-time world aerobic champion, Sue Stanley, as we meet the 2020 scholarship recipients and their mentors. Please welcome our first scholarship recipient, Australian 57-kilo elite boxing champion Jack Dennehy, with mentor 5-time world squash champion Sarah Fitzgerald AM. Our next recipient is Sadie Ferguson, who is the under-17 junior jump world water ski champion, and Sadie is mentored none other than dual world Iron Woman champion Christy Munro AM. Next up is our kayaker, Tom Green, who is the current under-23 World K1 1000 champion, and Tom will be mentored by one of the greatest distance swimmers in history, Grant Hackett OAM. Next up, please welcome dual world cycling champion Luke Plapp, and Luke is being mentored by 4-time Olympic gold medalist Libby Trickett OAM. Luke is looking a little lonely. Libby, unfortunately, is not with us tonight, but we do congratulate her. She's in the final stages of her pregnancy with her 3rd child, so we do wish Libby all the best of luck. Our final scholarship recipient is current world number 3 in a sport that makes its Olympic debut in Tokyo next year, skateboarder Hayley Wilson, and together with her mentor, AFL legend Kevin Sheedy, AO. There is no doubt that having a Hall of Fame member as a personal mentor will have a profound effect on these 2020 scholarship recipients. So please, once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the scholarship holders and our mentors. As we ask them to stay here for just a moment, I'm going to bring Kevin Sheedy over. And Hayley, I hope I do this justice. How's your grip going? How's your axle going? Are you any good at the McTwist? No. Hayley, am I all right with that? Is that all right? Yeah. Are you any good at any of that?
Definitely not. No.
So what can a footballer and a football coach bring to a young skateboarder?
Well, look, I suppose the last job I had was with the Giants, and they were 17-and-a-half-year-old footballers getting drafted. So they turned up in the grand final very quickly, so that was pretty good.
That's a nice brag.
But I think in the end, I think knowledge is probably something that you may be able to extend to our new champions coming on the stage. I think that my knowledge basically has come from this room. You know, I mean, I was very simple and common sense are very important skills when you're getting to elite level. And I think definitely when I look back in my life, my parents gave me a life. I didn't earn it. What you have to do is actually go and make it happen. So I think from an example and experience point of view, I can move in that direction because it's a pretty tough gig trying to be champion of the world in the Olympics. I think also the attitude and the discipline that you have to be elite. I learnt very quickly from a 10-year-old that when I went to the 56 Olympics and Betty Cuthbert and obviously Dawn Fraser, you actually have an opportunity here to select idols and mentors from a distance. And I have no doubt, and I can tell you honestly, that most people in this room, I've followed their careers. I would never have had the career I've had except for people like, first of all, my coach and other coaches, and also the champions in this room. And that is what our youth have. We have a great country with champions to have a look at. You have a menu to choice of who you would love to follow. And I think that's the example and the opportunity that I perhaps can give Hayley an opportunity to say, look, here's your opportunity. You've got a beautiful country you live in. And I would like to give her that experience of how to select. I mean, I idolise Richie Benaud, and he never let me down ever. So I had the best opportunity to select people, and I would never have had the career I ever had in AFL if it wasn't for our Olympians and our world champions, and not that they had to win. And the classic example right now is Ash Barty, how she actually got tennis right.
Kevin, you have given us a little snippet as to what Hayley will experience with the words of wisdom and mentoring her. We thank you for volunteering to doing this. I know that you'll take pride in it, as to all of our mentors. Congratulations to you, to Hayley, and all of our scholarship holders and mentors. Thank you.